What's up, everybody? Well, today I thought I'd go ahead and introduce you to another vacuum that I have. This time it is something that I've been searching around for like the longest time possible and always wanting to get this vacuum. Here I bring you a Hoover Platinum Collection, lightweight bagged upright. This is, like I said, a vacuum I've been wanting to get for the longest time possible. As many people know, I definitely love Hoover Elites. I'm not too sure what it is. Maybe it's the cleaning performance they give off. Maybe it's the nostalgia. But the main reason I wanted this is because this, to me, and some may think differently, but this to me reminds me a little bit of a Hoover Elite, being the fact that this is direct air based vacuum, but with an Oreck twist. When Hoover designed this, they made it to compete with Oreck's vacuum lineup because those vacuums were definitely known to be lightweight, and luckily this one is. It's very easy to, if you want to grab and go cleaner. But anyway, let's go ahead and give a walkthrough of the machine. One thing this does have over the older Elite that they never came with was Hoover's famous wind tunnel technology. Basically, it's nothing more than various suction channels inside the head of the vacuum that channel the airflow, so it gives the dirt a chance to get picked up more often. Right here, it is your stair cleaning handle. I'm not really a fan of the way they placed it because this is obviously where the headlight sits, and the heat of the headlight over time can make it hard for you to grab onto that stair cleaning handle, which I don't know why they did that, or why they placed the headlight there and said you can use this part as a stair cleaning handle. I wish they kind of put the headlight down by the head of the vacuum to solve that issue. But as you see, this has no carpet height adjustment. It's self-adjust. But however, there is no wheels that adjust up and down. It's just the head's fixed on the carpet just how it is and adjusts to whatever pile you switch to. Up top, it's got a very large outer bag. Well, I like that prominent Hoover symbol right on the front there. Let me go ahead and show you the bag inside. It's got a very large Type Q bag. I like it that they do make these Type Qs in HEPA cloth configuration. This is a genuine bag. I would like to point that out. So when I got this vacuum, whoever ran it before me didn't run Type Qs. For whatever reason, they ran Type As, which don't fit to this vacuum. And I bought these Type Qs, and in my opinion, these Type Qs look much larger than a Hoover Type A bag. I haven't put a Type Q alongside a Type A, but I imagine a Type Q is much bigger. And for those of you who don't know how to release this bag, there's a little red tab right in the back that you move to the right, and you could slide out your bag like so, and you will notice there is a little seal right here that seals over the top, or right there, to prevent dust from escaping back into the air. Kind of a nice thing that, in my opinion, was probably another Oreck inspiration, because they have bags with self-seal technology so dust don't fly out. Now, putting the bag back in is easier said because you got to line the tabs to slide the bag down in place. But once it's all lined, simply just tuck it away like so. Push the red tab over, and the bag locks itself on. So right up top here, you do have electronic on-off button, and as well as a 2-speed motor, high and low speed. You will notice this little indent right here is a check bag indicator that comes on to let you know that you need to change the bag when it's full. Back here, you do have your cord. It is nice and long. However, the cord is a little bit worse for wear. As you can see, it's got electrical tape in some areas. Right here is your weirdly designed metal hook that can twist to better release the cord, but it's kind of stiff and kind of hard to turn. As you can see, it's got a nice big metal tube that comes up the back and feeds in to the bag up front. And here's obviously where you screw down to mount the handle in place. Right here's your release pedal. Unfortunately, this isn't exactly like an Oreck where you can just step down on the head of the vacuum and release it. You got to use this conventional pedal, and it almost came down on me. So anyway, let's go ahead and flip it down to show you the underside. Right here, it does have its all original brush roll. It is, I believe, a Cleveland Wood Products brush roll. A very weirdly designed bottom plate. I'm not too sure whether or not it came this way from the factory or the bottom plate is busted or not. You see, there's a crack right here, another one over there. I'm not too sure if it came like this or if the bottom plate decided to just shit on the previous owner, pardon my French, but it does look a little bit worse for wear. Thinking I might need to get a replacement maybe. But anyway, the bottom plate does hold on by these screws. This one looks a little bit larger than the rest. It also does have these edge cleaning bristles. Anyway, let's kind of flip it to the side and show you the model number. Hoover cleaner model UH30010. 120 volts, 60 hertz. This has a 5.5 amp motor, which, being that this vacuum was Oreck inspired, this actually has a much larger motor than an Oreck. So you can only imagine it performs way better than an Oreck. And also, since the brushes are much stiff, it agitates a lot better than an Oreck, because a lot of you know the Orecks have very soft bristles, but they are pretty dense, so that's why it does okay with surface cleaning and definitely good bare floor cleaning. But since these are stiff and it's not a chevron style, it doesn't really do the best on bare floors, unfortunately, even though this does have the low speed for bare floors, which I only like to use this on carpet. You see, it's got the front wheels right here. Just self-adjust. And also back on the model number, I would like to point out this is made in China, which unfortunately this is the day and age when Hoover was bought out by TTI. But this is the only Chinese-made Hoover that I actually like. So anyway, let's go ahead and make an attempt to release the cord. As you see right there. The cord is very nice and long. I want to say it's in the 30-foot range. messing around with the cord here just to make sure it doesn't tangle up on me. All right, so now we'll go ahead and plug this baby in. And now I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing on and demo it for you. Oh, there's one nice thing. See, when you plug the vacuum in, the little power switch on the front here will light up. It does have very nice blue LEDs. Anyway, let's go step down right here to release. And now we'll go ahead and turn the vacuum on. Now, surprisingly, for a direct air-based vacuum, I expected this to be a lot louder, but surprisingly, this thing is very quiet. It even does have a soft start motor. Just before Oreck developed the Elevate series, which they have a soft start motor, which starts on low and then works its way up to high speed. So let's go ahead and turn this thing on. There's low speed. The LEDs on this are pretty nice and bright. And let's go ahead and back to high speed. will say this is a very nice sounding vacuum. It's very pleasant to use. It drives a lot of airflow for a vacuum of its size. And I've used my Oreck XL21 over this same carpet, and this thing, because of how much airflow it drives, it gets pretty hard to push sometimes. It's quite impressive. But let's go ahead and see what this thing picked up in those few runs. I ran over 2 vacuums before I did this video. But let's see how much it picked up. Well, you can see a lot more dust towards the bottom. So this thing definitely is a pretty good cleaner. Sometimes the bag is hard to line in and get back in. There we go. So yeah, as you can see, this thing has excellent carpet cleaning performance, and in my opinion, quite outperforms an Oreck on carpet. I have only ran an XL21 style Oreck, and it doesn't compete with the power of this machine. And they have used this vacuum for commercial use. The only difference you get with the commercial one is no headlight, and it's all black with a little bit of orange accents, being that it's a commercial grade machine. But I hope you've enjoyed this video of the Hoover Platinum Collection lightweight bagged upright. Be sure and stay tuned, and don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.